The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Black Knights and the Steamers on Thursday night primetime.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. On the return, Harris. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Green, and he rifles one incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On first down, it's Townsend looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that runs up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down now, it's Townsend. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Townsend. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run on first down. It's Townsend, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Green now to throw on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Rodgers. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. But he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Green. His throw here is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Green. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Green. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Green to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Green. Off play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 11. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting drive out on the ground.
To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Your game to win, offense! Cheat code, offense! Position, offense!
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So the
interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And here's Green on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that it ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Johnston on the quick slant. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
6.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught,
They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Townsend. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this returnable for Harris. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And here's Green throwing to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Green. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. To throw is Green on 3rd and 2. Very quickly here, and that's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie things up at 6-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay,
all right,
Coach,
Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. 3. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins.
And
the 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Hart, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw. Green. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now Green looking to throw on second down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw on 2nd down. Green. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Green down. Throwing on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where they set him down and started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
And they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Gets around him. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Green on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Green. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Green. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Right offense. Keep pushing the ball down the field. Keep pushing the ball down the field. Keep it rolling. Time is down. We can make a play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Green. He finds his man. Complete. It's Townsend. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Black Knights are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. That is taken in by Rodgers. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after cat.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Landry out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. To throw on third down. Landry throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw on second down. Landry. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Looking to throw. Landry Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Landry. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In trouble. Goal, a loss of 7. Big play. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. There, this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll go underneath here to Stevenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steamers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Landry. And pass past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A big play here. A crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On second down, Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long.